Welcome to Carey Bros Pros, the podcast for construction pros by construction pros. Now, here are James and Morris Carey.
Hi, I'm James, and it's great to have you with us on another edition of Carey Bros Pros.
And I'm Morris, and yes, we are professional contractors and brothers.
So 80% of firms in the construction industry report difficulty finding skilled workers for hourly craft positions. That, according to a report from the Associated General Contractors of America. And with remodeling spending at an all-time high and expected to continue to climb through 2019, the construction labor shortage is expected to amplify in the coming years.
And that's why we invited Eugen Gassmann, who's the Vice President of Marketing for Festool, to join us. Welcome to Carey Bros Pros, Eugen.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, Eugen, for our pro friends listening who undoubtedly are experiencing labor shortages in their businesses, what are some of the suggestions that you can offer in helping them to attract labor or to be a part in solving the problem?
Well, it's a very good question. And obviously, we can't solve these problems overnight. I mean, we tried to do this with the Roadshow, going out at trade schools and connecting people, connecting the local community with these trade schools, making sure that students join and that you obviously take advantage of the skilled labor. The other big part is you can do something yourself straight away, being more productive, being more efficient in the way you work. Because if we can cut the work time that you need, prep time that you need for stuff, if we can cut that down by 20, 30, 50%, you're already saving a lot of your own time. And that can help you short term to bridge the skilled labor gap very quickly.
Now, I know after looking at the materials that you created that you state that pros can help or participate by opening a door for you by recommending a school or a vocational operation where you can get your roadshow in front of them.
There are so many great schools in the country. Unfortunately, we don't know all of them, so we would like to get connected. So if you as a pro, if you know a great school, if you know a great program or a great educator that needs some exposure and needs some more students, we would love to help. We would really like to hear from you. Just call us or send us an email, and we will get in touch with these people and make sure that we schedule the roadshow to come to these places if possible.
It's interesting. You had a good friend of Morris and I have had the opportunity to work with Norm Abram of This Old House and the New Yankee Workshop over the years, and he appeared at your exhibit at the International Builder Show. According to This Old House, this is a national problem where 6 million skilled jobs will go unfilled. That's an 80% jump in construction jobs unfilled in just the last 2 years. That's amazing.
It's a massive problem. And if you think it's bad now, it is getting worse. So if we don't do something now in addressing it, it will just get worse. It will not get only worse for the construction industry. At the end, it will get worse for consumers too. So we're very proud that This Old House and the Generation Next is helping us to attract schools, attract students to actually invest in their education in the trades. And we are more than happy to help.
You mentioned recently to Morris and me that one of the ways that our pro audience can help is by mentoring the folks that are working for them and for young people, bringing young people and mentoring them, the next generation of electricians, plumbers, and carpenters, taking them under one's wing, if you will.
It's such an important thing that, I call these Kennedy moments, You can always ask for somebody else to do something and help. Well, you can ask yourself what you can do, and you can do. Everybody can do something.
That's a great quote. That's a great Kennedy moment. Now that resonates. And finally, I think one of the recommendations that you have in your material will resonate with our pros listening. And these are people like my brother, who are especially generous and give back to the community. It was he who got involved with Future Build in our community and helped start the school and to be an instructor. And I was on the sidelines watching that. But I think that pros can offer their services at a trade school on a volunteer basis. That would be a way in which they can help. And I know you have that in your media materials. But the other thing, for those businesses that are successful in the community, that are profitable, that are making their living in their community, they can take some of those resources and create scholarships that help young people get into the trades to buy books and to finance tuition and that sort of thing. Yes?
Oh, absolutely. There is so much you can do straight away. And one of the most important parts is, giving young people, giving them a vision that they can envision how they could have a career in trades. And let's face it, not everybody thinks of the construction industry as, oh, this is a great job. But that's not right. There are wonderful jobs out there. You can have the instant gratification every evening of, I've done something, I created something, I remodeled a house, I installed cabinets in a kitchen, I actually did something, and I did something with pride, having pride in the product, having pride in the work that you do, and instilling this in young people. This is really everybody can do. And don't wait for anybody else to do that.
Eugen Gassmann, he's the Vice President of Marketing for Festool, Festool. If you're a pro, I'm certain that you know about them. How may our pros listening get more information on the Festool Roadshow and on the Festool philosophy?
Well, the easiest thing is just go to Festool Roadshow, just Google it, Festool Roadshow. You'll find resources about the upcoming stops. Plus, you also obviously can contact us via that. And I'm more than happy personally to get in touch with you and help you if you have an idea how to set up a mentoring program, a sponsorship program, want to get connected to a school, or want to get connected to the Roadshow and want to get on board with this. Yes, please contact me. More than happy to help, because I love to help and to bring this alive and make this happen.
Eugen Gassmann, thanks so much for joining us on Carey Bros Pros.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thank you so much for having us.
Our thanks to Eugen Gassmann of Festool for spending some time with us on this episode of Carey Bros Pros. You can learn more about Festool at their website, festoolusa.com.
But remember, if you're looking for more information about any of our guests, as well as other podcasts, videos, and articles, just check out our website at CareyBrosPros.com.
Okay, everybody, hold on to your hard hats. It's time for a quick bro tip from the Carey Brothers.
We learned a long time ago to measure twice and cut once. We also learned that you should never cut with a dull blade. The same holds true with any cutting instrument: saw blades of all kinds, chisels, drill bits, hole saws, scrapers, shears, and utility knives. Essentially, anything that's designed to cut. Beyond producing superior results, sharp blades make a job easier and safer. Dull blades require more energy and typically produce gouging or splintering. Cutting with a dull blade can also feel like pushing a wheelbarrow uphill instead of like a hot knife through butter, as is the case with a sharp blade. Cutting tools can cause all sorts of injuries, and some quite serious. Before putting a cutting tool in the hands of an employee or fellow worker, be sure that he or she has been checked out on how to properly use the tool. Make certain that they understand the do's and especially the don'ts of tool use, care, and maintenance. A well-maintained tool will perform a whole lot better and last infinitely longer than one which has been abused or poorly maintained. And although you want to keep your tools in service for as long as possible, know when it's time to retire a tool that's no longer safe or isn't capable of producing the most professional results. Sharp blades produce sharp results and keep tool-toting pros happy.
Well, that's our podcast for today. Thanks for listening to this edition of Carey Bros Pros, the podcast for construction professionals by construction professionals. Want more? Check out CareyBrosPros.com. You'll find articles and videos to help make your business a success.